Blessed be and happy new year to all of my Taurus people out there, sun, moon, and rising. It's time to have a look and see just what is going on when it comes to your monthly astrological forecast for January 2025. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I do come back on a weekly basis with weekly astrological and tarot updates as well. So what's going on when it comes to your January? Well, we start off the first half of the month with a lot of activity in your ninth house of expansion, of growth, big moves, big travel opportunities, publicity, as well as any kind of official matters, government, legal, academic, as well as personal project matters are concerned. And that is because we have the Sun and Mercury combining forces in Capricorn. So during this period, there's going to be a lot of really fast developments kind of pushing for a lot of you and a lot of what you have going on to get on the road, either literally or figuratively. Now, this could be a time where you are finding that a lot of projects, a lot of pursuits, or maybe a lot of personal passions that have stayed small, stayed quiet, a little ho-hum, are becoming a lot more fast in their growth, also picking up a lot of traction, especially in important conversations or maybe negotiations or contracts that are overdue for maturation. This is also a time where a lot of you who are maybe looking to make some plans for big moves or travel opportunities this year are going to find some of your best luck. And you may also find that, yes, your personal popularity, prominence, or whatever you are looking to boost awareness or support of is actually picking up that gravity very, very nicely. We also have Venus entering Pisces early on in the month, and this is the planet of favors, generosity, affection, and connection, moving into your 11th house of friendships, community, and your support system. And whenever we have Venus in this part of our chart, it's a time where our social connections really do show up for us. A lot of you are going to find that some very special gifts or favors could be actually hooking you up, both in your personal life and in your professional life. This could be a time as well where you may notice that a lot of your friendships are becoming not only more productive and more active and engaged in your life, but you're also attracting through your friendship circles, through your community, opportunities to actually take some kind of personal dream or aspiration to a new height. This is also a time where a lot of your romantic lives are getting a chance to become a lot more adventurous, develop support systems of their very own, relationships becoming a lot more rooted in special communities that are very important to them, very helpful to them. And you may even find, if you are single or available, that it is through a friend or through a community you're part of that new love could start. We also have Mars retrograde going back into Cancer early on in the month. And this is going to be a time where you might have to be ready to navigate some of the double-edged sword energy that is Mars retrograde, right? We've got a lot of good, but we've also got some problematic. Mars retrograde is all about subdued energy and lowered intensity. And when he's in your third house, which he will be, this is a great time where a lot of you can escape situations where binding agreements, contracts, associations with not so great people, obligations to groups, teams, or maybe structures around yourself, you're getting a chance to do some escape work. You're getting a chance to get out of maybe engagements, obligations that have become more crossing of your path or more working across your purposes. This can also be a time where a lot of long-standing conflicts, fights, and rivalries start to die down, and we do like to see that. However, with Mars retrograde, we also see the temptation to get lax, to get lazy, and to procrastinate. And so you want to be careful because you don't want to miss out on good opportunities for collaborations or maybe even some kind of professional or financial boost because you decided to fall behind yourself. So again, navigate this relaxed Mars retrograde energy with grace. Mid-month, we've got a full moon in Cancer, sextile to Uranus in your sign. So we see this culmination, transition, and ending energy from the full moon that is helping you to bring something to a close that has been maybe a binding, trapping, or controlling influence, whether this is paperwork, whether this is other people, or something that could have been long-standing. And because of that very happy connection it's making to Uranus in your sign, there is likely something that has been a personal project, a personal goal, or a personal plan, something that you have wanted to do for yourself, work on solo, something that's about your personal journey, irrespective of what's going on with other people, that is getting a big launch between the 13th and the 27th of this month. The second half of the month, it is all about your rise to power when we have the Sun and Mercury in Aquarius and a new moon there as well. All of these three are moving in your 10th house of career, upward mobility, status, station, promotions, and even raises. And business is booming as we close up January and go on into February. Because the Sun and Mercury are together here, you might notice that work is becoming a lot more demanding, business is very successful, but that new moon is also indicating the opening of some kind of new role, new rank, new job, or new title you could also take on for yourself once it's put up for the offering sometime towards the end of January, beginning of February as well. And finally, for our closer, we've got Uranus turning direct in your sign, which is actually a really, really special turn because this is going to be a month, especially the end of January, where a lot of you that have maybe felt like you've fallen behind or fallen out of sync or fallen out of the rhythm with your own story are getting a chance to get back in sync with it, right? Whenever we have a planet in our sign, it's all about focusing its power on supporting us, our story, our journey, our priorities, our life, irrespective of what's going on with other people, whether that's the job, the friends, the partner, the family, it doesn't matter. We all have our own stories that demand to be played out. And if you've been feeling like this has been kind of a year, or at least the last few months, where you've been kind of living life for another person or living another person's life, well, Uranus turning direct is all about bringing in some sudden wild change, new roads, and opportunities to get back in sync with your own road. So that is what we've got for you, Taurus people. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.